Are we live? Ooh, oh, I gotta do one thing real quick. I almost forgot. Most important, most important part of the live stream. Got to put it in slow mode. Some people get a little hasty. How's everyone doing this fine evening? Let's see here. Enable slow mo. Okay. We are now officially in slow mode so we can begin the stream. How is everyone doing this evening? Luis Garcia says the wax museum must be creepy at night. The first time I went there, it was dark. I rolled into St. Louis that day. It was so dark outside. I walked over there. It was open. So it really scared me. It gave me the spookies, the creeping willies, if you will. Ryan says, Jacob, can you think Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Oh, Dr. Zayas. When's my next video? I've been putting out videos every day, every morning, and it's it's been a trip. Eunice Healing Smile says, I hate the section of the wax museum where all you hear is heavy breathing. Yeah, that's creepy. Heavy breathing is really creepy. I'll just say creepy. I'm not good at thinking of words right now. I'm a little tired. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little tired. I've been running myself ragged, doing all this filming, running around to Trans World and all these other places, and yeah. Yeah. Where did I get that hat? I'm not wearing a hat. Let's see. Use Hotwire to get your room. No, I don't use any of those apps anymore. I got burned so much on dumb hotel apps. Cat's favorite seasons of The Simpsons. I don't know. I never in my brain never categorized them into seasons. I think of more as episodes, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't really. It's hard for me to tell which Simpsons episodes are which season. I have to go back and rewatch them. That might be a good idea. Jacqueline Lemontronic says, "What would it take to be a moderator for your streams?" I don't make new moderators, so nothing. Ryan says, when you say haunt season is technically started, well, the reason they have Trans World this early in the year is to give the haunts time to order this stuff and to so that they can get their haunts ready and set up for October. Did I see anything about flooding in Pittsburgh? No, I didn't. Haven't been watching the news. My wife told me that there were some gas shortages, so I'm a little bit worried about that heading back. Hopefully I don't get like stranded or something dumb like that. Debbie Eckloff says they're remodeling the Wigwam Hotel in Cave City. New owner's going to bring it back once to what it once was. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Rice's 13th floor already has a haunt. I know some haunts ran like a halfway to Halloween event. Because I guess at some point it was halfway to Halloween. Henny's #1 fan says pipeline should be fixed by the end of the week. No worries. What I understand is the real issue is people panic and like people go get gas because there's afraid, and that actually makes the gas shortage worse. Beastburger says, you do the classic car museum in Sarasota, Florida. I think I already did. Jonathan Julius says, like the toilet paper shortage. Exactly like the toilet paper shortage. Jordan Hart says, how was your time in St. Louis? Really good. I can see I still got some videos coming out from St. Louis and some other wax. Oh, sorry guys, I'm doing my best, but I'm a little out of it, just from lack of sleep. Christopher says, have you ever been to that Elvis museum between Maggie and Cherokee? I have. I do have a video there. Jim Marsh says the wax figure with the person that dressed up and drags flip wheels. Okay. I couldn't think couldn't think of that name. Mr. Geek Me Out says you should come to Tattoo Convention in Tampa, Florida. Do you just get tattoos? I don't know how a tattoo convention works. They're just a bunch of artists, and you go there and you get tattoos. I haven't gotten more tattoos because after the pandemic, it just seemed weird to get tattoos. Maybe I'll rethink it now that the pandemic is done. Adventures with Diamond Diddle says in line for the White Castle in Orlando. I mean, was there not a White Castle already in Orlando? Make a Carpetbagger NFT. Man. The economy is weird now. Oh, there's a super chat. Georgia Constitution, thank you for the super chat. Little dancing pair that says, hey you. I mean, I can appreciate White Castle, but it's crazy that people would, what were they, like sleeping outside like 24 hours before it opened? It's the biggest White Castle in the world, which is cool, but I don't know, are their burgers any different? Chad Glow says the burgers are poorer quality now. How did they do that? How did they manage that? How did they make it poor? Dana Planet Earths aren't White Castles, just the microwave ones you probably want. No, they are better fresh. Is Christopher Lucas is a name of White Castle with no onions that are crime against humanity. I mean, it doesn't make much sense. But I think the onions, there's onions to disguise the taste of the meat. JK, thank you for the super chat. It says there's a White Castle in Scottsdale, Arizona. Keep up the good work. So watch every morning. Thank you so much. Ryan Note also says, how did you not go in the human blender at 6 Well, that's pretty easy. It's I would never go on a human blender. They cook the meat and the onions. Yeah, I think we try to give the meat a nice oniony taste. What was my favorite part of Trans World? I don't know. There's so much good stuff. Why do I not do meet and greet? I've not done meet and greets because I didn't want to do it during the pandemic. Pandemic's still going on. I think I'm gonna wait at least until, they stop the mask mandates. I think once they no longer require everyone to wear masks, then I may do a meetup. Yeah, I saw that some people in Boogie's video, the comments were, took it for a convention, like for trans people, and I mean, if they would have watched the video, they could have quickly seen that that's not what it was about. So clearly, a lot of people make comments without even watching the video. I didn't buy anything at Transworld. Now, yeah, how it works, it's a trade show. So it's not like they're just have like a load of stock right there. So usually, like, you see something you like, you have to order it later. Lisa Grable, thank you for the super chat. Oops, sorry. Mandates are absolutely mass, even city to city, it's different. What I do right now with the masks, I keep my mask on me at all the time. If I go to a place, they have a sign on the door, they want people to wear masks, I put my mask on. But, I mean, I'm vaccinated, so I I wear it when people ask me to. Otherwise, I don't, right? That's okay, right? See, it's just, I would definitely encourage people to get the vaccine. I mean, I think, we're at a point now where the vaccine is available to anyone who wants it. So, it's definitely would encourage people to go do that. And, I think that would, I mean, people need to take their own safety very seriously. I've been to Door County, Wisconsin. My uncle owned a cabin in Door County. I used to go there when I was younger. Rachel Goot says recently watched a documentary on the Lincoln Highway. Looks like a good road trip idea. Yeah, I do want to do the Lincoln Highway at some point. Was I okay with both shots? Yeah, it was no big deal. No big deal. Yeah, I'm excited to get back, Ryan. I'm excited to get back to Knott's Berry Farm. I'm excited to get back to California. Really looking forward to it. I hope they do Knott's Scary Farm this year. Dakota Green says, you realize how much everyone loves your scream when you go through haunted houses. Love it. Always give me a good laugh. Well, thank you for the super chat. Not everyone loves it. Some people think it's highly annoying. M. Greenwood, thank you for the Canadian super chat. Just keep making your fun, wholesome content. Thank you so much. Try to keep keep things fun. Try to keep things moderately wholesome on this channel. I've been to the National Science Museum in North Carolina. No, I have not. I've had both doses of the vaccine. I feel very safe. I feel very protected. Anthony Witt says, in all seriousness, are you doing anything about your weight? I appreciate the super chat, Anthony, but I choose to not discuss my personal health here on the channel. It's just, I believe my health is between me and my doctor, and I made a mistake on this channel once. I talked about some private health issues I had, and it really became unbearable because a lot of people assume they know better than me, assume they know better than my doctor, and made a lot of suggestions, and it just where I didn't want to hear it anymore. So, I made the decision. Clearly, it was my bad, my mistake for sharing too much information. But going forward, I just, don't like to talk about my health on this channel. But, so, yeah, that's it. That's it. Samantha Sledge, thank you for the super chat. Says, have you heard of Dragon Man? I would love to see you visit Military Museum. Also come up to South Maryland and visit our Naval Test Museum. I have heard of Dragon Man. Where is he, though? I think Dragon Man is pretty notorious, I guess, military museum collection. But where is the Dragon Man? Christopher Lucas is leave for 2 seconds and the trolls flooded. I didn't see any trolls. I was talking about the health thing. That wasn't a troll. I think it was someone that had a question. Tiffany Watt says, "What do you think you're going to do next?" Well, tomorrow, the video tomorrow, we'll be leaving St. Louis, and we'll be heading towards Branson, Missouri. Dragon Man's Colorado. That's actually what I thought. Rosie B, thank you for the super chat. It says, how was the whole filming during the day and editing at night? While you're in road trips working for you. I, for one, have loved it. It really does feel like you're on an adventure with you. I like doing it because I do think it helps people kind of feel like they're coming along with me. It is difficult, though. It is difficult, especially if I'm doing a lot of filming and I don't get in till late. I've had a few late nights on this trip. Starting to catch up with me a little bit. So I'm hoping you get a good night's rest tonight. Try to reset just a little bit. Robert Hooper, thank you for the super chat. It's Dateline, Bristol, Virginia. Just arrived home. Possum under my carport with a special message for you. Okay, so I feel like people are politely. I've not seen anything rude or mean, but I think some people maybe hinting they want me to talk about something, and I'm not going to go into great detail, but there is some internet drama involving Boogie. Um, Obviously, it doesn't involve me personally. It does not involve me. But Boogie's my good friend. I stand by him 100%. It's not gonna affect how Boogie on this channel at all. And in the end, I think everything will be cleared up. And people hit hard times, but I think Boogie's gonna come out fine. Andy Cooks Food, how are you doing, buddy? Steven Tucker said, would you rather wrestle Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior? I'd rather wrestle Hulk Hogan. I feel if you wrestle the Ultimate Warrior, you might get hurt. Jay Ram says, I'm wondering if you're still going with your Branson. There will be videos. There will be videos of me and Boogie and Branson. I look sad. I'm not sad. If I look a little off, it's just tired. Greg's blog just shows us what's up with people hating you. I mean, that's just part of being on YouTube. People are gonna hate. There's gonna be some population of the people that hate what you do, hate you for some reason. They don't. The thing is, they don't really hate me because you have to know someone to hate them. He doesn't. He doesn't. They don't know me. I mean, they don't know the real me. But if people really want to waste their day hating me, then I mean, I guess that's their decision. But yeah, doesn't affect me anymore. Carol also says, I would think you'd need a thick skin to deal with some people on YouTube. I mean, yeah, if you're on YouTube, you have to develop. I mean, I did not have a thick skin. For lack of a better term, I was very sensitive. But I've learned, talking through my therapist and working on that, I've developed a thicker skin. I don't know if thicker skin is maybe the best word. It's just I've learned how to work through it. Because when someone says something bad about you, your immediate reaction isn't going to get mad. But you gotta take control. You gotta take control of your own feelings, your own emotions. You gotta take responsibility for your own feelings. Ryan says sometimes it's best not to allow comments. Now, I definitely understand. Not allowing comments, and I understand why Adam did that for a little while. But I don't want to do that because I enjoy reading the comments. I enjoy interacting with people. So I have no plans to get rid of the comment section. Andrew Brown says more love than hate, and that's absolute truth. There's more. There's more love than hate out there. Lucky Tokyo Teddy, thank you for the super chat. Just understand this is out of your comfort. Uh-oh. But have you ever thought about doing a video on some crazy pop culture anime con? You know, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. Like, sometimes it's fun to go places that you have no idea what's going on. I went to the Trap Music Museum in Atlanta. I didn't even really know what trap music was. But it's fun. It's fun being out of your comfort zone. Big Joe, Emilia's World. Thank you for the super chat. So you're back in the Smoky Mountains soon. I will. I will be back in the Smoky Mountains at some point soon. Colin Eliezer Magic says top 3 scariest places you have been. Does the Wax Museum call it the haunted house? It's not technically a haunted house. That is so scary. Greenwood, thank you again for the super chat. Says, what's it like being away from your family so much? I have a 2-year-old. I can't imagine not being with my baby constantly. It's hard. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's hard. My daughter, she stays busy. She works. She goes to school. She hangs out with her friends. So even when I'm home, I don't get to see her that much, but I do miss my wife. I wish I got to spend more time with my wife. John Picotti says you should go to Antique Archaeology in LeClaire, Iowa, or Nashville, home of American Pickers. I've been to the one in Nashville. I think I filmed it. Nomadic Fanatic, how are you doing, buddy? Hopefully we'll be hearing more from you soon. Mindblown Watcher, thank you for the super chat. Says hi, Jacob. Kevin Davis says the whole reason more hate is shown than love is because people love to see conflict more than boring happiness. Now, I don't think you're necessarily wrong. People, there is definitely people there that seem to enjoy being angry, being upset. I think some people treat it like a sport now. But I definitely prefer, I try to stay positive. I'm a human being, though. I mean, I get negative sometimes. I just try to remind myself. My video's done rendering. I'm gonna start the upload process if you guys don't mind. Just take me 1 second. I'm gonna put this video to upload. All right. Frankie knows, says Jacob, how many minutes to the top of St. Louis Arch? I actually remember this. This is 4 minutes to the top, 3 minutes to the bottom. Christopher, oh, thank you. Christopher says, trust me, Jacob doesn't deserve the hate. He's had me in videos. I've had dinner at his house. He's one of the smartest and coolest dudes you ever met. Well, thank you, Christopher. Christopher's a super nice dude. Dan on Planet Earth says, in The Dark Knight, Alfred said some people just want to watch the world burn, and that is 100% true. Jordan, how are you doing, buddy? Says, I think you could beat Hulk Hogan now. Yeah, with his back and his knees the way they are, he's not going to be pulling out a lot of leg drops. Sterling Hickok, thank you for the super chat. Says, we'll be in Branson this weekend. Hope to run into you. Well, thank you. Lucy Tokyo Teddy, thank you again. And she's correcting me. It's Lucy, not Lucky. I'm sorry. She come to Georgia Atlanta Anime Week. It's October. Tickets are the cheapest right now, but I'm sure you can't make it. I would be a fish out of water there. I know very little about anime, but I don't know. It could be fun. Blake Williamson asked about Kentucky Coal Mine Museum and Portal 31. I actually have a video of both of those locations. Yes, Portal 31 is an old coal mine that they actually have. You can ride through the coal mine on the old cart, and there's some animatronics. Jill Johnson says, "Are you planning on visiting Alaska?" I do want to. Um, I I visited all 48 continents in the United States. I really want to do Hawaii and Alaska. AF Surplus, thank you for the super chat. Says, "We love your content. Safe travels, my friend David Gardiner from Armed Forces Supply, San Antonio, Texas." Well, thank you. M. Greenwood asks, "Do I go live often?" I go live about once a week. Before I was doing Thursdays, just it's been hard with traveling. I figured I figured I'd be busy the next couple of days, so I figured tonight would be a good day to do a live stream. So that's why I usually I'll put out a community post a few hours before I go live, so people get a heads up. And we have 422 people in here, so looks like people got the message. That's cool. Crazy Princesses, with all the stuff in the world, would you ever go back to Canada? I don't know exactly the status of Canada right now. I think they don't have access to the vaccine like America does. Hopefully, we can help them out with that and get them some vaccines. Get the rest of the world some vaccines so that the whole world can start to recover. America's in a lot better place than it's been in a year. So hopefully we can share the love. Matthew C., thank you for the super chat. It's good to see you live. Keep up the great work. Your Dixie trip needs to include the Michigan Renaissance Festival. I do love Renaissance festivals. I just had a hard time like finding a way to go. Blake Williamson, no, I've not been to the Muhammad Ali Museum. I didn't know that existed. Okay, M. Greenwood, another Canadian super chat. I'm from Toronto. We're getting vaccinated rapidly. That's great to hear. Because I know at some point they in Canada, I know they didn't have as much access as America, but it's great to hear that that's changed. I know all you guys don't like the vaccine, but I'm a fan. Ooh, the chat was going fast there for a second. Okay, a lot of people saying they like the vaccine. I was a little surprised. I knew that a lot of people didn't like vaccines, but I was really surprised on how many negative comments I got from after I got the vaccine in my video. Cooking with the Kids says, gas shortage affecting your travels? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Is gas shortage affecting my travels? Not yet, with emphasis on yet. We're hoping that doesn't affect my traveling back home. Tiffany Watt, thank you for the super chat. Says, have you ever been to Kaneet Lake Park? I have not. I wanted to go there last year, but they were closed. Rob Landis, thank you for the super chat. Says hello. Yeah, I got the Pfizer vaccine. White Moose says, we noticed your Kia Soul was standard. Do you prefer having a manual transmission? No, I destroyed my Kia Soul because I was driving it improperly. I didn't know that I didn't know how to drive a stick, but I drove a stick anyways, and I ruined the car within a year. Marcus P says, did you know you're in Distortion's Unlimited Transworld video? That's awesome. Love the distortions. Love the distortion stuff. Voldemort says riding the clutch. Yes, apparently that's what I did. Rode the clutch. I tore up my transmission by riding the clutch. Don't ride your clutch. Phoenix Wright says, "Do you hear about what happened to Boogie?" Yeah, we talked about that earlier. You know, Boogie's gonna be fine. Boogie's gonna be fine. Scott asked about Robot World in Dunston. I went. I visited there last time I was there, but it's not called. It's not called Robot World anymore. I think it's called the Exploratorium, maybe. Oh, is the air conditioning loud? I'm sorry. It actually is a little cold. I'm gonna go turn it down. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about what happened, but I'm definitely Boogie's my friend. I stand by him. I think he's gonna be fine. Oh. Admiral Preparedness says Kenobi Park awaits you. I want to go to Kenobi Park. Doodles, no poodles. Thank you for the super chat. Says I support you and the woo. Please keep making the content that makes me happy. Please look after yourself. P.S. Corpsewood Manor really freaked me out. Corpsewood Manor's pretty freaky. Kristen Carl Bond, thank you for the super chat. Boogie was in my Transworld video. I'm trying to think what videos he was in. He was in the Transworld video. I think he was in my Six Flags video. He's a friend of mine. He has a YouTube channel. He actually has over 4 million subscribers. He's kind of an old school YouTuber, but you know he does a lot of video game stuff. But he lost a large amount of weight. He previously had some mobility issues because of his weight. He lost a lot of that weight, and so now he is trying to make some travel videos as well, because you know, he always loved to travel, but wasn't able to because of his weight. So now that he's lost some weight, he's able to travel. He's been doing great, and it's just great to see him back out in the world enjoying himself. David Shear says, if our society falls quickly into the madness of the world of Mad Max, gasoline is the greatest treasure. Will you continue with your channel? I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to crank up my fighting skills. Maybe I'll buy some nunchucks so I can fight gas pirates. Andrew Hill says Indiana has a new national park. I didn't hear about that. Tyler Hamilton says, "Hey Jacob, I know you had a bad experience in Ontario. Do you ever think about coming back to Canada?" I've been back to Canada since that happened. Ed Roberts, thank you for the super chat. Says, if you are ever out in Oregon, I would like to extend a formal invitation to tour the Nightmare Factory at the Oregon School for the Deaf. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat and I appreciate the invitation. Jay Ram says, how do you keep track of all the places you want to visit? I write them down. I have a notebook. Not the most effective way, I know. Matthew C, thank you for the super chat. Says, remember the Zombieland Rule 1, cardio, cardio, cardio. Yeah. Yeah, I got to gotta up my intensity level. Jason imagines we're gonna need a bigger taser flashlight. No, we don't. No tasers in Canada. That's rule number 1 of Canada Club. How long do I plan to be alive tonight? Until I fall asleep, I guess. Oh, man. Do I sleep well in different hotels? Usually when I'm traveling, I get so tired during the day that I don't have any trouble getting to sleep. Jack Animatronics says, have you been to the Volo Auto Museum lately? They recently got some more Pizza Time Theater Cabaret shows. Yeah, I think they were actually just reopening. I think over this last weekend is when they reopened. So yeah, definitely got to get back out to Volo. Chase the Gamer asked if I've ever been to Waynesville, North Carolina. Yes, quite a few times. Udis Healing Smile says, do you plan to ever come back to Casa Bonita? I'm sure if I'm back in Denver, I will go there. What is Boogie like in person? Boogie's a good dude. Andy Cooks Food says, it's my dream to go to Volo. You don't ever get sick of cars? Roadside Trail Detail says, I'm not the one who's so far away. Feel a snake bite into my veins. Never did I feel Jonathan Julius says, do you ever get disoriented waking up in different cities? Yeah, sometimes I don't know where, sometimes I don't remember where I'm at when I wake up. Do I feel famous? Oh, I don't know what being famous means. I feel like a lot of people see my videos and a lot of people come up to me and say they like my videos, and that makes me feel really good. You get that opossum thing? No, I didn't buy anything at Transworld. Maybe if I'm feeling crazy, I'll buy a few pieces for my bunker. Dumpy Fireheart says, thank you for helping me through the dark days, bipolar and seizure disorder bring my way, and please don't feed the trolls. They infiltrate influence everywhere. Love and light conquers all. That is a good sentiment. And I try not to fall down that hole anymore. I used to screw up. I used to argue with the trolls. I used to try to debate it. And that's the thing, like, you try to argue, there's no point arguing with the trolls. They don't care that, they don't want to hear your side of the story. They just want, they'll just move, they move the goalposts. Like, oh, you did this. Well, you did that. So they'll just come up with something else. There's no point arguing with trolls. It's one of the most useless endeavors you can possibly do. Did I watch Elon Musk's Saturday Night? I have not. I heard that he came out and said he was autistic, which is kind of cool. What's in my hand? It looks like a shake weight. Oh, this is that. This goes on my camera. This is attaches to the bottom of my camera. It's like a miniature tripod. Seth Crawford, thank you for the super chat. Says, do you ever listen to Coast to Coast Travels with George Norrie? It's a radio station about paranormal. I've heard a lot about it. I have never listened to it. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to send out yawns into the universe. Halloween is here. TV says, I'm going to Salem, Massachusetts this summer. Any recommendations? Check out the wax museums. They're really good. Salem's fun. Salem's a lot of fun. Matt Bella says, have you ever considered getting a drone for your videos? I have a drone. I just don't use it as much as I should. Ever been to Boyd's Bear Country that closed in Pennsylvania? I have not. Dallas W3 says, you are becoming rather unwatchable recently. If I'm becoming unwatchable, then stop watching. Problem solved. Denise Boldia says, wax museum feature day was packed. Well, packed with wax figures. Justin plays games all day. As going back to a lagoon. I love the lagoon. I don't have any immediate plans to go back to Utah, but if I did, I would definitely go back to Lagoon. Do I have any favorite places to eat in St. Louis? There's a few good barbecue places like Pappy's, or was it Sugar Fire? Nice deals that didn't know sub basements or anything. Yeah, to me it's crazy for a building to have more than one basement. And be that close to the river. That's crazy. Justin plays games all day. Do you think you will be going when they add their new? Are they adding a new ride? Preston Melton, thank you for the super chat. I thought about selling books about my travels or compiling a best of series of videos. Um, I try to just, I took pictures. I wrote on my blog about my travels, and I think this is the best outlet for my best artistic outlet. I think I found it here on YouTube, so I'm probably not gonna write a book or anything like that. I think I'm just gonna put my energies towards making videos on this channel. Did I ever go to Chuck E. Cheese? I went a lot when I was a kid. I used to beg my dad to take me. Carolyn Burton says, as a parent, it sucks not be able to take your kids where they want to go. Yeah, it can be rough. Being a parent's hard. You want your kids to have a good time. And there was a time where I could barely afford to live. Journalist Jim, as I've been to Owa Park in Mobile, Alabama. Yes, I have a video there. Barnes is what we do after YouTube. Well, hopefully, we won't be coming to an after YouTube point for a while. Jeffrey Koss says, Jay, you hear Gene Staples on Indiana Beach is negotiated by Fantasy. What is it? Fantasy Island in New York. I don't know much about Fantasy Island in New York. I'm definitely glad that they saved Indiana Beach. That was a bummer. Ryan says, are you familiar with Bald and Bankrupt? I am not. Froggy Cruises, how was Transworld? Transworld was awesome. Transworld was the most fun I've had in a long time. Christian Poole said, thank you for the super chat. I found that museums made from shipping containers that you visited a few days ago while on a road trip. That was really cool. What museum did I go to that was made of shipping containers? It's escaping me at the moment. I see some people mentioning Boogie again. I talked about it earlier. I'm not going to go into details. Boogie's my friend. I stand by Boogie. I think everything's going to work out in the end. Boogie's okay. He's going to be fine. Kayak says, Indiana Beach new roller coaster from Mexico derailed 20 feet high, killed a couple folks. Said it failed 51 inspection codes. Now it's up to standards. Well, I've never rode a roller coaster that killed someone before, so that'll be fun. Any hotels you recommend near Uranus, Missouri? Eric Eritol, thank you for the super chat. It says, hey Jacob, hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed your video on the Gateway Arch. Shaq has been to the top of the arch. Yeah, that's what I heard. I was trying to find pictures of Shaq in the pod, but I couldn't find any. Ryan Note also says the video of the Gateway Arch does not do justice how tall it is. It is like, it seems like so tall when you're like underneath it. Like it seems just unfathomably tall. It's I think 600 feet. E-Cover, thank you for the super chat. Hope you're doing okay. You look sad tonight. Remember, we appreciate you. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I'm just tired. But thank you. If you have ridden, Fresno Truther says, if you've ridden Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland, then you've ridden a roller coaster that killed someone. You're correct. Jacqueline Animatronics says, do you like those old McDonald's dance commercials? I do. Mark Draskovic says, Jacob, wow, you look tired. Get some speed. Oh, I don't use drugs. Christian Poole, thank you for the super chat. Says, also, I live near Ripley's in the shape of sinking ship across from the Upside Down Mansion. Really excited when you made that video. Oh, you must live in, what is that, Panama City, Florida. Thank you for the super chat. Let's put a disclaimer up about Boogie. People keep coming in here and asking. Anaphylactic Knox says we released a few rehab possums today. Jacob, Obi, and Corndog are now back in the wild. Oh, it's good. I love possums. Hemi Gods, thank you for the super chat. It says, please shout out to Emma and Kat. Absolutely. Big shout out to Emma and Kat. Ryan, yeah, I was surprised that the Ripley's isn't in Key West anymore. Oh, my neck is sore. Favorite place to visit in Michigan? There's a lot of cool stuff in Michigan. Love the wacky miniature and taxidermy museum in Mackinac, Mackinac City, Michigan. Myrtle Beach does have a Ripley's. Does the basement of the St. Louis wax museum smell bad? Not necessarily. How often do I encounter fans in the wild? I mean, usually I'm out and about. People, you run into people probably once or twice a day that recognize me. Landon Goforth says Andy Dufresne, guilty or innocent? Sisters loved him. Red was his best friend, so glad he escaped. You talking about the Shawshank Redemption? Thank you for the super chat. D. Grace's, where was the nudie barn in QS? It's a Garden of Eden. It's on top of the bowl. And obviously I didn't go up there and film. Preston Melton says, have you seen the basement at the Alamo? I don't think they have a basement. I think they have like a pit where there was a bunch of dead nuns, but they don't have a basement. Carolyn Burnett says, do you like being recognized, or do you sometimes just want to chill? Oh, it's cool. I mean, it makes me feel good. Makes me feel good that people like my videos. Mark Droskovic says, hey, you hurt my feelings. I didn't say you were on drugs. Oh, he said, I need some sleep. I thought you said you needed some speed. Have I ever done a comic book convention? I don't think really a comic book convention. Heavy Metal Crone, thank you for the super chat. A little pair giving the thumbs up. Have I asked for my autograph? Yes. But most people like selfies now. Like that's kind of way more common. Most people want to get a selfie. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with it. Makes me feel good. Chris Hershey says, did you find the Cabbage Patch Plantation here in Cleveland racist? I don't think so. Ryan Nodell says, do you still remember the video you did where you recorded the phone conversation with that troll? Yeah, that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just hung up. I shouldn't have given the troll a platform like that. Lisa Max says, was Distortions Unlimited the top booth? If not, which one was your favorite? Oh, it was one of my favorites. Distortions one of the best. And Ed from Distortions is a super nice guy. Thomas Tomlinson says, ask me if I'm having a good trip. And yes, I am. Just need to set some time aside to sleep. Party Line says ugliest YouTuber ever. Talking about me? Oh, that's mean. You know, maybe I am the ugliest YouTuber ever, but you know, I'll take that as a compliment because you go on YouTube, you go on any social media, you see a lot of young people, a lot of thin people, a lot of very traditionally attractive people, and somehow, despite all that, I've still been able to be moderately successful, and I'll take that. Ryan Nodell says, do you believe Lester Moore is a real person? I know there's some controversy thinking that he's not, but I'm going to go with he's real. But going to Boogie's to show support. Going to Boogie's what? I mean, I would definitely support Boogie. 100%. Calypso's Horses, do you own a Sega Genesis and what was your must-have? Probably, Sonic Hedgehog was always a big fan of Golden Axe. Loved that on Genesis. D. Gray, thank you for the super chat. Says to inspire and whatever. Well, thank you. I had an SNES. I was probably leaned more towards being a Genesis Sega fan, but I liked them both. Oh. Dark Lord Jetta, thank you for the super chats. Didn't you give a shout out to Madison and Logan so she can be happy? Yes, big shout out to Madison and Logan. Do I drink alcohol? Usually not. On a special occasion, I will. Flash Hughes says that's the craziest Chamber of Horrors ever. Macaulay Culkin, yeah. I'm so confused. I mean, I'm guessing they used to have a Home Alone scene, but I'm really confused on like who are the other people in the Macaulay Culkin scene. They're just like sitting on beanbags with a what's his name? What is his name? I can't think of his name. Bob Marley poster. Adventures by George. Have you ever seen Star Trek? I hear it's pretty good. I've seen one episode of Star Trek. I've seen the one where Kirk fights the Gorn. I forgot who won. Judge George heard you could make it to the Wrath of Khan. No, I could not. I have a very short attention span. Matt Brown says, why am I hanging with Boogie? Because he's a friend of mine. Jake Cross, thank you for the super chats. I tune in for the awkward silence. Well, I'm here to provide it. Alien humanologist, says Mr. Carpetbagger. Want to visit my boyfriend all the way in Georgia and pick up my friend in Alabama for a road trip. What should we do in the South that is LGBT friendly? I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing that I would necessarily label not LGBT friendly. But let's see, where are you starting here? It depends on where you go in Alabama. I mean, no, I'm not saying Alabama's bad. I'm just saying I'm not sure where exactly you're going to be. But listen, I think some people get worried, you know, that the South is all racist or all homophobic, and it's just not true. I mean, we have lots of I'm not trying to be disrespectful. We have lots of gay, trans people, gay or trans or black or Asian, people of all different races and sexual orientations and gender identities. I mean, of course, you're gonna run into knuckleheads here. But I think there's knuckleheads everywhere, right? Delaware Drones says, are there any roadside attractions that take Doge? Not that I know of. Raven Angel says, I take my daughter to St. Louis to the Shriners Hospital for specialists. Showed her your St. Louis museum video, and I'm planning on taking her as soon as I can. Tells your video, awesome. Thank you, I appreciate it. Pioneer Bear says, I will get this question answered if I have to ask a dozen times. Please don't. Do you have a favorite attraction in Oklahoma? I'm a longtime fan from there. Oklahoma. There's a lot of good Route 66 stuff in Oklahoma. You have the blue whale, the giant, the giant gold oil driller, Museum of Osteology. Lisa Max says, my husband wants to know why you keep getting stuck on slides. I thought it was just because I'm too big. About 250 pounds. I don't know. Maybe slides are just not meant for people that heavy. I don't know. Blink Music says, hey, loved your videos with Boogie. Was so surprised to see you two together since I follow you separately. How do you know each other? I know Boogie, Boogie met up with Adam a couple years back because, like I was talking before, Boogie had lost a lot of weight and, he was interested in traveling. I think he saw my videos and Adam's videos and liked the traveling and wanted to do some of the traveling. So we met Adam first, and then I kind of met him through Adam, and we've hung out a couple times since then. Just me and him. He came out to Gatlinburg. We hung out, and then I think we did Branson about a year ago. Preston Melton says, Alabama is very tolerant, respectful, and the prevailing attitude is live and let live. You'll feel welcome at most attractions here. You enjoy the beach. Yeah, I don't feel like there's anywhere in the country where people would where people would single you out. I mean, like I said, there's knuckleheads everywhere. But I don't think there's any like regions or anything in the country that I would say, oh, stay away from there. Ryan Noodle says, it was an LA haunted hayride where you first met him. No, actually it was close, but it was actually and not Scary Farm that I first met Boogie. Lazar Fazard says, do you ever go to Harris Casino in Cherokee? I don't like to gamble. But I've been in there before. Dark Lord Jettison, going to California, Great America on Saturday is an early invitation. I want to get back to California, but I don't know what their rules are. I'm gonna wait till things clear up a little more as far as traveling. Jay Ram says we open fully June 15th. What, California opens fully June 15th? What does that mean? What does fully mean? Because they can mean a lot of different things. I'm sorry, I'm playing with this. I'm probably annoying. Dark Lord Jetta says amusement parks are only open for California residents. My understanding is that the law is that the theme parks can allow out of state if they're vaccinated, and I'm vaccinated, so. But I don't want to go out there and not be allowed because I'm not a resident. But I could show them my vaccine card, and hopefully they'd be okay with that. Yeah, I do stretches. I hurt my shoulder years ago. I use this to do stretches for my shoulder. Cherima says, do you wear Crocs in vibe mode or four-wheel drive? I keep them in four-wheel drive because you never know when you're going to have to do some karate. Have you heard of a fad in North Carolina of squatting your car? I'm afraid to even ask. Dark Lord Jedi says, Governor said June 15th, all restrictions will be lifted. Like all of them? Like no restrictions in California at all. Like you can like go to a party where you just spit on each other in public, and that's okay. Camarad Walter says, have officials request to see your vax card? No, I keep it in my wallet. No one has ever once asked to see my vaccine card. I know a lot of people are against the vaccine passport idea that you can get into places by using your passport, your vaccine as a passport. I mean, I don't know. Creaty says, can I see your vaccine card? I don't. It's over on the table over there. I don't want to get up. NG said it was never okay to spit on anyone. Okay, I forgot. Like, I forgot how things were before. Dark always being recalled. So he's being recalled. So he's like, states open. No vaccines for anybody. Might be a little too late. I don't know. I don't know. I don't live in California, so I'm not going to endorse one candidate over the other. Denise Boldia says they're now being falsified. True, but if someone's falsifying a vaccine card, they're really hurting themselves more than anything. They're putting themselves at danger more than anyone else. Josh Peterson does not mean of anything. Have you ever thought of losing weight? What's weight? How do you lose it? Squatting a car is putting just the front up on tall suspension. I don't know what that even means. Dan Planet Earth said I'd kill for a vaccine right now. Well, in America, you can get a vaccine anywhere you want. You just show up and they'll give you a vaccine anywhere on your body. Do I think Boogie would win in a boxing match against you? I mean, we're good friends. We try not to punch each other too much. Stephanie said when they go for the weight, it just means they can't think of anything else. Yes. People making fun of other people's weight is like just lowest denominator. It's so dumb. Parkwood says, did the arch sway in the wind? Can't really feel it. I'm sure it does. Anything that big is going to have some give to it. Comrade Walter says, it's really crazy the availability of the vaccine in the United States. It is. It's really kind of amazing how they really did a good job with it. At first, it was a little shaky, but they corrected, course corrected pretty good. Random travel videos. Thank you for the super chats. Which is better, Highway 192 or International Drive? What's Highway 192? I forget the numbers. Let's see. Highway 192. Oh, that's Earl Bronson Memorial Highway. Oh, I do like that because it's got all those wacky like giant wizard stores and like the what is that, the world's largest orange on it. The foof says I-92 is the road the wizard gets on. Okay, I'll go with that one. Ryan says, can you still dish out knuckle sandwiches? I sure can. Anyone who needs one. Dan Bloom says, is vlogging your source of income? Yes. This channel is my job. Crescent Spoon says, I also rock Crocs with socks. Ain't nothing more comfortable. You're damn right. T and Me Adventure says, losing weight. How about losing subscribers by not recognizing friendly chat? Nothing lasts forever, bro. Okay. Michelle Evans says, can anyone see my post? I can. I mean, I don't know. Certainly if someone meant that in a friendly way, that's I guess that's okay, but I mean, it's rude, isn't it? I mean, isn't it rude to talk to someone about their weight like that? I mean, I think it's out of line. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm wrong plenty of times. Jeff M says, how do you choose tattoo answer? I just try, I just look. They go by pretty fast. I just try to spot ones, or I see like a good question, or I'm sure I missed tons of good questions, but I just try to look for good questions as they come by and grab a hold of it. Of course, people leave super chats. I do want to answer any super chats, because if someone's going to give their hard-earned money or a donation into this channel, then I'm definitely going to make sure I get to their question. And that's not saying that I'm encouraging anyone or you have to super chat to get an answer, but I will. I always try to answer as many questions as I can, but I definitely make it a point to get to the super chats as well. Jonathan Duncan says, was very worried about you in St. Louis at night. Glad you're okay. When was I at St. Louis at night? I was. I'm just trying to think what video you're talking about. Oh, at City Museum? Oh, I wasn't. I'm not worried about it. Ryan says, did you enjoy Old Town at Kissimmee? Maybe ride the Vomitron? I don't think they'll... No, I'm not going to ride the Vomitron. If Micah wants to go, I'll film him on it. James McD says, did you hear the Guinness Museum in Niagara shut down? Yeah, I did hear that. Hey, Jonathan Exploration Unknown. When I get back home, me and you, we need to go exploring somewhere. We need to do something. It's been an unacceptable amount of time since me and John have hung out. Or just come over to the house and hang out. Even. Am I gonna go on the Velocicoaster? They don't let you film. Ryan Note also has any updates on the old Guinness Museum building in Gatlinburg? I haven't been over there in a while. I wonder. Oh man, I wonder. Is there any? Are there any Guinness World Records currently? I think there's one in San Antonio, unless something has changed. Super Mastermind says the Queen Mary went bankrupt. They might sink it. Oh my gosh, that would be awful. The Queen Mary is a treasure. John says, let's do something dangerous. We haven't done anything dangerous in a while. We should. We should go walk on some unstable floors. Isaac Lowry, thank you for the super chat. Say, love your videos. Hope you come back to Virginia and see some more attractions. Also, can you show the different pins in your hat? I did a pin video when I did my Dixie Highway trip, but I'll try to show them again. I'd show them now, but my hat's not in here. It's in my car. Just don't live stream on it. Yes, that was an infamous live stream. Me and John were in a tent in Slab City. Charisma says, "Are you married?" I am. See. Tyler Hannecamp says, "Have you been to the Keys?" I was at the Keys recently. I did a video. Jack Lemontrunk says, "Do I like Breaking Bad?" I do. I need to go back and watch it at some point when I actually have some time to watch stuff. Joy Blessed Life, thank you for the super chat. As we were heading to Oklahoma City, any Route 66 spots you recommend to see? Definitely check out the Blue Whale. It's probably my favorite 66 spot in Oklahoma, and also the Giant Gold Driller. Does your family ever travel with you? Sometimes. Grave Time, any plans to see Loch Ness? Well, if I went over to that part of the world, I definitely would see Loch Ness. Super Mastermind, thank you for the super chat. To Colonial Williamsburg, it was amazing. Original city is fully intact all the way back when Black Beer raided. I need to go. Never been to Colonial Williamsburg. I really need to change that. Are you allowed to video? John, I do remember the creepy girl wandering off into the darkness. Yeah, when me and John were in Slab City, he like taps me on the shoulder. He's like, dude. And I look up and I scream. And there's, I didn't quite understand what I was seeing. And there was a girl walking in the desert, and she had on some clothes that were like the same color as her skin. It made her look naked, and she also had a long black scarf, and it looked like long hair hanging down to her feet. It looked like a naked woman with like really long hair, and I screamed as it looked like something out of a horror movie. But then I focused in. It was actually it was a woman. She was wearing clothes and a scarf. But then still, she just wandered off into the desert and like disappeared over like the horizon. Alvin Brown, thank you for the super chat. A little dancing pair. Is there a video that it's in it? I don't think so. I don't think either was videoed. I think we were like too taken aback to even video it. I've been running into gas lines, not out here. I'm getting worried. Frank Nowick says, "Oh, brother Jacob, buddy, what color are your eyes? Friends can't figure out if they're green or blue." I would say blue. They definitely have a green tint in them. Hold on. Sorry, got a message I had to answer. One says the green shirt's making them look green. Okay, well, let's get the green. Ah. Osh Popham, thank you for the super chat. I'm okay, I think. Nick J. Tibalt says, do more vids talking like the possum did. Really, people didn't respond. People didn't like that. That video did terribly. So maybe, but something about that video people didn't like. Neil Adams says Blackpool, UK has waxwork, Ripley's, and dark rods. Yes, I want to go. I want to go to Blackpool. I've heard a lot of good things. Lynn McDale says, do you think the Wax Museum at Laclade's Landing has a secure future? I hope so. It's been there forever, and hopefully it will continue staying there. They sell ice cream. They kind of operate as an ice cream shop. Do you know if Omega Mart uses DoorDash? What if you can have Omega Mart's products delivered to you? Ever hear of Skiatook Witch? No. Did I say thank you to Osh Papa? I hope I did. It's a great medieval torture museum in Prague. Jimmy Man says, what do you think of Aaron Fector? Aaron Fector's a great guy. Did an awesome tour of his place. Do I have a favorite movie? I love Little Shop of Horrors is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think that's my favorite. Diane Crawley says we're heading to Vegas. Do you have a must-do if we go back? Definitely Omega Mart. That would be the biggest must-do in Vegas. What time zone am I in? I think I'm in Central. I think. Planning on getting more tattoos? Maybe. Maybe. Now that the pandemic's dying down, maybe. Fromatic, seen the Little Shop of Horrors director's cut. Yeah, I think the original ending was much better. But I love it still. It was my favorite movie back when I thought that was the real ending. Stephanie B says, I wish they'd open a Meow Wolf on the East Coast. I do too. Directed by Frank Oz, who's the voice of Yoda. Jeremy Scott says Neanderthal DNA results one of the funniest things I've laughed at on this channel. That and the screams at the haunted house. Well, thank you. Gregory N says, Jacob, you're always looking for something different and unusual. Have you ever thought about going to the Integratron? It was claimed capable of rejuvenation, anti-gravity, and time travel. Well, what's the Integratron? That sounds interesting. How many tattoos I have? Well, I have this one, and then I got the big one on my shoulder. I don't know if does that count as one? It's big. I always wonder, like, what counts as a tattoo? Like, is like one project? Is that a tattoo? So I guess two, technically. I don't know. What are the tattoo rules? Lisa Mack, thank you for the super chat. Would you ever go back to Arx Mortis in Killing, Alabama? Yes, that's one of my favorite haunted houses. Creati says, does subcutaneous graphite count? I have a visible pencil stab in my knee from high school. I think that's actually, yeah, I think that technically, like on a scientific level, is considered a tattoo. Oh, wow. Thank you, Suthias, for your very generous super chat. It says, newish fan of your travels, Jacob. I want to support you and your endeavors as much as possible. And please, more roller coaster rides for your reactions. We know you don't like them, but you brave them anyways. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. And I do, kind of my rule with roller coasters is that if I'm allowed to film them, I will. But I'm not going to ride them if I can't. That's my payoff. And I filmed some roller coasters at Lagoon in Utah because they were cool with filming. And people didn't like it when I showed my face. But I think that was because I was wearing a mask. I think maybe it was just weird because I was wearing a mask and they couldn't really see my expression. So I was wondering if maybe people would like if I showed myself and my reactions when I can do it without a mask on. Syed Hamidi says, "Show the face." Yeah, it's got a lot of comments that don't point at your face. But I think it had something to do with the mask. I think I could be wrong. That's why I'm asking. Lillian Bradford says, "Hi, Carpetbagger. Homesick with a fever of 109. I hope it's not COVID. I mean, I hope you've taken precautions regarding that." Ken Rod's Coffee Break says, "Do you enjoy South Texas? I'm from San Antonio." Um, yeah, love San Antonio. Remo Williams says, "We need if you could do picture-in-picture both shots." Now, my phone can actually do that, but I don't think a GoPro can do that unless I wore two GoPros. And that might just be too wacky to even deal with. Kristen Meadows says, "Hey Jake, hey question. I watched your wax museum visit today. You said it that the lady wouldn't let you skip going downstairs. I'm epileptic. Do you think they'd force me to go?" I mean, she didn't force me as much as she shamed me. She's like, "Oh, come on. It's not that scary. Don't do it." Rosie B is the funniest Carpetbagger moment, feeding the ostrich over the fence, who was very enthusiastic about eating. Is that at the is that place in Arizona maybe? Dodger Crawford says, "I seen you at Union Station in St. Louis. I didn't recognize you with the mask. Did I have my hat on?" Jamie faces, "You ever been to the Bell Witch Cave in Adams, Tennessee?" No, I've not, because they don't allow filming. Sharp Jackson says, "What else are you hitting up in our great city of St. Louis?" I think my final St. Louis video will be coming out tomorrow. Brex says, "Bigfoot Festival in Comanche Mountains in Oklahoma is the place to visit." Oh, yeah. I love Bigfoot festivals. They're becoming more common. So step one in Tennessee that looks promising. Dodger Crawford. I don't know, if you see me in public, it's always okay to come up and say hi. Just remember the rules. Kara Christine says, "How do you get the name of the carpetbagger?" I actually did a video. I did a video of the why am I called the carpetbagger. That will explain it. Dan Bloom says, "What's the pause about?" I actually did a video about that too. That will explain it. The rules are, don't come up to me in public if I'm crying or pooping. David Oliveri says, "My girlfriend wants to go to Dollywood. What else do you suggest? We like the mountain coasters." Tons of mountain coasters. At Dollywood's fun. Check out Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride. Do Earthquake the Ride. Ripley's is fun. How often do I cry in public? I mean, more than I'd like. Creative is both at the same time. Actually, if I'm crying and pooping, call 911. Kirsten Meadows says, "You probably get asked this a lot, but why don't you go to Alaska or Hawaii?" Because they're really far away. It's just expensive. That's it. Expensive and time consuming. But I'm not trying to make it out there. Todd Moore. Oh, no one's actually approached me while I was pooping, but just theoretically, I wouldn't want to be approached while pooping. Like, if I'm pooping in a stall, don't like stick your head into the stall or anything. That'd be really weird. Do I have a TikTok? Technically, I have a TikTok. I just don't do much ticking. Foamfoot says, will you have a wrestling? And I had a wrestling match, an untelevised wrestling match, about a month ago. Does Six Flags still have DC characters? They do. I don't know if they have walk-around characters or anything like that, but they have characters, like themed rides. Kara Christina says, what is your job before YouTube? I worked in Child Protective Services. I investigated child abuse and child neglect. Gregorian says the Integratron is a one-of-a-kind 38-foot high, 55-foot wood dome designed to be an electrostatic generator. Interesting. Where is that at? Southius, thank you for the super chat. Says, as a fan of different types of hotels and their aesthetics, do you think you could show more of your combinations on travels? I definitely try to show at my hotels when I'm staying somewhere interesting. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are interested in just normal hotels. I mean, I might be willing to show more if you guys are interested. Jimmy Dill says, have you been to Eau Claire, Wisconsin? I know I have. I don't remember what I filmed there, though, off the top of my head. Grave Time says, do more cemetery videos, please. I showed some cemeteries in Key West, I think. Any hotel chain you refuse to stay at? I mean, I try to stay places that are chains that I know I can trust. Jonathan Julius says, you showed us all the toilets in Vegas. I sure did. Foamfoot says, is there a gas shortage? I've not had, not come across any problems yet, but I'm starting to get nervous. Remo Williams says, in your average 15-minute video, how many hours you press? It's been probably, probably 2 hours for like 15 minutes of footage. Integratron is located in Landers, California. That sounds really interesting. Governor of Florida declared a state of emergency. I'm glad I'm not in Florida. Mr. Franklin says gas is $9.89 there. Where are you? Good for Lucky says you're in Distortions Unlimited new YouTube video. That's cool. Some people mentioned that I was in the video. I didn't know it was on YouTube, but I'll check that out. Oh man, these glasses. I don't know if you can see. That is so dirty. How did I let it get like that? What's wrong with me? It's a Windex, yeah. Let me use some soap and water. Any news about Land of Oz? I think they're going to probably run this year. I think they actually ran last year. Tommy Travels, thank you for the super chat. This is grew up in St. Louis. Fun watching the latest series. Yeah, St. Louis is a fun city. It's lots of fun stuff. I do a video in Minnesota Valley Fair. What's that? Glad he uses his glasses never get perfectly clean. Yeah, not really. It's hard, and then they get scratches in them. I just get used to them being dirty. All right, guys. Well, it's been about 2 hours. Like I said, I am a little worn out tonight, so I think I'm going to go get some sleep. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. Thank you, everyone that gave super chats. I appreciate it. Until next time, hashtag Team Balto. This one's in the bag. Free Boogie.